In today's episode, we're gonna reanimate our intro using only CSS. You're watching DevTips with
MPJ
and David. MPJ, you know the intro, the one with the...
Let's remind ourselves. DevTips, this is a YouTube channel.
I recognize that guy.
Okay, so it's
very fast.
It is. It's very, very fast. Like mine is like the fun function intro is like 30 seconds or something. I really need a shorter one. Oh, blink or you miss it. Like it's very.
This is the current intro.
Yeah.
I like it because it's so short. But now I just want to have the new refreshed logo.
Yeah.
I figured like for me the easiest way of like animating a logo is not downloading or purchasing a new program. It's just doing CSS.
Oh, makes sense.
Even though I don't know CSS animations that well, at all.
Yeah, I don't like my CSS skills are completely atrophied, to be honest. During my time at Spotify, like we had people doing CSS and HTML for us, sort of. So we were focused on the development parts. As a web developer, I am like considering like how long my experience is. My CSS skills are like very, very low.
Probably your CSS skills are from 2002 or something like that, if CSS even existed then. Today's sponsor is Brilliant, a problem-solving website that teaches you computer science stuff. They have interactive challenges with increasing difficulty, so it's a very nice sense of progression when you're learning things like big O notation and quicksort and other things that you're probably using but don't really know it. Use brilliant.org/devtips to show them that you came from here, and if you're one of the first 200 people that sign up for the annual subscription, you will get 20% off. See the link in the episode description. Let's get on with the show. Okay, MPJ, my vision, what we want to do is, I would like the DevTips logo to in some way drop in. So, I don't know if this is possible, but I would like it to, you know, that it comes from the camera and dunk, 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 lands on the pane or board or whatever.
Yeah, so it initially covers the camera and like drops in.
Yes. Can you please share with me your code environment?
Yes.
We're using Visual Studio Code's live share feature, which is pretty handy when you're remote working and remote filming.
All right, so new file. Let's call it index.html. And I guess Finder, and we'll open it. Right, you're writing some HTML there. Is there some way of having this reload?
Create React app.
Yeah.
Just do it.
No, we're not gonna do that. Like if you have like suggestions on a way to have this this area here, like auto reload whenever we change, whenever we save here, like give us a suggestion, because we're not gonna waste our 20 minutes looking that up.
Okay, I have an SVG file that I will just drop in. And SVG, for those who don't know it, is basically just an XML format, and HTML is XML, so it should be...
Oh, like inline. Interesting.
This is only for our animation thing, and I just screen record everything afterwards.
All right, sure. Okay, so we have an SVG here, and it's just in the, let's see. All right, that actually worked. Oh, wow, that's cool. All right, I'll collapse that though, because it's taking up much of the editor. All right, so what now?
We can just remove the H1.
Sure.
And I don't think we need anything else at this stage. We could give an ID to the SVG.
Cool, I give it an ID, and then I'll just call it logo.
Yep.
And we need a head with some style.
Yep.
And I guess we'll style the logo. Whoa.
Okay, so we can start with just styling the... Oh, okay. Yeah, do that first.
And I'll just give it some width.
And simultaneously, I just want to add a background color to HTML. Oops.
Whoa! Everything was
what happened? Some kind of sync problem?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I happened to add one of those greater than. Okay, so the way I remember from having read a tutorial sometime is that you have the logo and then you can sort of like add an animation.
Yeah.
So you can reference an animation name.
Yeah.
Like entering viewport.
Yeah.
Something like that, perhaps like that. And then you can sort of specify it by doing the, I think it's keyframes. I don't know the syntax here, we'll have to Google this.
Yeah.
This way. And then within the at keyframes, you can add like 0%, what happens there at that state,
yeah.
and then like 50% and what happens at that state, something like that.
Sort of like how Flash and After Effects works with keyframing. Then we animate the individual properties.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. Create a CSS animation sequence. You style the element that you want to animate with the animation property and its sub-properties. This lets you configure the timing, duration, and other details of how the animation sequence should progress. Okay, this does not configure the actual appearance of the animation, which is done using the keyframes at rule described in defining the animation sequence using keyframes below, which sounds like sort of what you said before. So let's have a look at this.
I'm a pro.
So they have like, okay, so here's an animation, right?
Yeah, they call it slide in.
Yeah. And then it's like from this, the scale then, and then I guess that this assigns the animation to an object. Now, let's just try this.
How does this work? 3 seconds easy in, then 1 second, then...
I don't know. Let's
okay, so this is shorthand for many things.
See what happens.
Okay.
Nothing. Do I need to define this first? That sounds silly. Scale X.
You have to refresh.
Width. Yeah. Transform.
Can't you do the third example that only has the 3 second slide in? Because now we have a bunch of
yeah,
things.
But I don't think that that's the problem though, but sure. Nothing happens. Let's try animating another property, like animate width from 0 pixels to 100 pixels. So now I think it should. Okay, do we have to trigger it somehow? Oh, yeah, it works.
Yeah, woo!
Okay, so
I guess there was something with the transform.
No, it wasn't. It was like, or well, it was like it just like this scale X thing. I'm not sure what that is. The scale X CSS function defines a transformation that resizes an element along the X-axis horizontally. Its result is a transform function data type. Oh well, it didn't work, it was a distraction, but either way we have now like sort of how to animate keyframes.
Okay, so we should first, I would like to center the logo now. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can. I'm not sure how. Like, let's use CSS Grid to do that, because that's the only way that it's... How do we do a grid? CSS Grid. Blah, 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 blah. No, hang on, flexbox is easier for this, right?
Yeah, we don't have that many items to position in the grid really.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just create a container that contains the div.
Don't we have that with HTML?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Should we? Yeah, we can try that actually. Let's do that. Display flex, and then flex direction row. How do we position this?
Justify content. Center.
See what that looks like. Oh, sorta cool.
And can we do that in vertically?
Yes, but I suppose, is this align items perhaps? Align items center. That did not, what? Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's not align content. Nope.
Perhaps the HTML, well, it should be full screen because we have the background across the entire viewport.
Yeah, let's actually make but let me actually make sure that the HTML is actually, yeah, it is. That it's sized correctly.
Shouldn't we align the logo and not the background? So, see the code
Oh,
here,
that's true. That's true.
like that.
Like that. Yeah, it's on the container. Everything here is on the container. I think it's got like it's align items. Why isn't that working? That.
What did we do now? Why did we destroy it?
What was it before? Jesus Christ. I'm so bad at CSS. It's just ludicrous. Okay. First of all, let's we want to align this thing like on the horizontal axis. So how did we do that? We have a flex direction row. Perhaps we don't want that. Perhaps we want it to be column. Yeah, okay. So now this is a column. All else like this is just a big. And now we align the items in the center. But we also want to align it like in this direction. So what does that mean? So perhaps flex start. Oh, justify content. Should perhaps be, what happens if I justify the content to center? Nothing. Because this confuses me because it feels like this should do it.
Yeah.
Items are centered along the line, but it isn't. You know what? Perhaps this is some kind of SVG shit.
Okay, yeah, okay, so just do it with something else.
I'm just gonna have this div that contains the SVG and have it styled to be like an display inline block. Did not help. Oh wait, it might. I need to have it actually wrap the SVG. This is so hard.
Can we just remove things and try things a bit? So now we just dropped in a bunch of things.
Yeah. Hang on.
So align items. When I did a Google off camera,
Yeah.
it seems to be that the align items is what we seek. But in those examples, I don't see justify content. And I don't see that the container has anything else but display flex.
Alright.
They don't have a direction. And I don't know what the implicit direction is.
Yeah, but okay, let's just remove the flex direction then. And so align item center does absolutely nothing here.
Yeah.
Like, can I just start, like, can I just create a div, like have this, I'm gonna move this to the div container. Because I'm suspicious about styling HTML directly. I'm just gonna have this like be 100% and set the height to 100%.
And remove the extra display. Because now you're displaying flex and then you're overwriting.
Oh, that's true, that's true. So there, and I'm gonna give...
I think it's time for a small cookie break.
Yes, oh good. It's Like this is going like way worse.
Really bad.
Yeah, really bad. Way worse than I expected.
I have no idea what this is working, but I didn't really read up on anything, so
That is
what
true.
can you expect after 20 minutes?
No, that's true. But then, like, perhaps, like, it would be a good idea to just take a step back and just make sure that we learn positioning in flexbox.
It just struck me. I think we're having it centered, but it's something with the containers height and stuff. That's my suspicion.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna go grab a cookie.
Yeah, me too. There were no cookies in the kitchen, but they do have this hard candy.
Well, my week has been pretty okay because, you know, I have cupboards.
You have cupboards?
And cupboards. I renovated my kitchen and I have some cupboards.
Yep.
But I did never put the doors up because I didn't have them, because they are custom made, the doors, to be like this retro 40-ish funkies.
Oh my god, you're such a hipster.
So yeah, so they came 6 weeks after everything was done, and now it's 3 months after that. So, and then when I started to put them up, I realized they had given me the wrong plates to mount the doors on. It took me about an hour, including a call to my dad, to just check that I'm not stupid, that they truly do not fit, that they did send me the wrong plates, which they confirmed in an email and then sent me new ones a day after. But I always distrust myself about doing things that are in the real world and not in code.
Interesting. Like
I should distrust myself with code because this is not going very well.
It's I'm the complete inverse. I would have immediately blamed them and called them and yelled at them, and then when I had convinced them to send me new plates, I would have discovered that I was in the wrong and they had the correct plates from the first place, and then I would have 2 sets of plates.
Okay, coffee break over. Time to actually get something done. We can't promise anything.
Okay, right.
We have the container.
Sure.
It has display flex.
Yes.
It has align items. What happens if we put several items in the container?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm just gonna go like div, like A, oops, and oh god, B. So goes like that. Interesting. So I guess the flex direction is per default column. So nothing changes. But if I go row, it's going to what? Oh, I expected that to actually change now, but it didn't.
Did you refresh?
I did.
Okay. So, we can conclude that we have no idea how flex works. You know what we should do? To actually get something done, to just not do flex, not do CSS grid, and just absolute position it. Because no one is going to use this but me.
That is, yeah, sure, sure. Fair
No, I'm kidding. We're going to do flex.
Yeah. Okay, is this even working? Is this even how you assign a class? No, hang on. It's no. It should be ID. It's not a. For the love of God, I should like. This is so annoying. This is so annoying because like I'm so used to. I never use IDs because they don't make sense. It's so like ID is just such a dumb concept. Why would you have it? Like we can just use containers. It would make sense if they were like some kind of warning if you use double IDs or something, but there isn't. You're sort of allowed to use double IDs anyway. So the flex direction is row per default. If I do flex flex direction column, it's gonna go the other way. Yeah. Okay, so what happens if I justify content center here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it justifies the content center. And what if I go align items, then center? Oh, brilliant, then everything works.
So, why didn't this work the first time when we had this in HTML?
Let's actually try that and move this entire thing to the HTML. And remove the container. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't work when we do it in HTML.
Okay, so never mind.
Perhaps, yeah, but yeah. Hang on. Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That makes sense because HTML has both head and body.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on. There's like an annoying like margin there. You see? Like.
Yeah.
I want to remove that. Okay. It's gone. It's gone.
It's
okay.
gone.
I'm done.
Great.
I'm done.
Progress finally. Let's just start with the keyframes.
Yep. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like if we go from width 100% to width 10%, what happens? Well, I have no idea what happened. All right. So what is our first objective here?
Our first objective is to have the logo extremely big.
Sure. Okay, so let's start with that actually. I'm just gonna disable the keyframes for now.
Yep.
Or hang on. But it's better to disable the animation, I suppose. And then we have I set the width to 1000%, the height to 1000%. This what happens?
Does that?
What about 10?
I don't think that can work because
No.
relative to what? Like the SVG is just.
Oh, it's because I left these around. Maybe.
You think?
Maybe, yeah. So right now, if it's 1,000, whoops, it's 1,000. But I suppose I still cannot go bigger than the viewport. No. That's interesting that it has some kind of upper limitation. But then perhaps actually we should go absolute positioning.
But what happens if we do in the body here?
Yeah.
Do overflow hidden to allow it to go outside.
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
Will that work?
Like it's still like. Oh, you see, like it's still that big.
I wonder what this. If you check down.
Perhaps we should just like not have width 100%. Perhaps we should have width like 10,000 pixels. What happens then? Everything disappears. 1,000 pixels.
Yeah, well, because it went to the center, and where is the center?
Yeah, exactly. Right now it's.
So now we want to have it centered to the. Well,
I don't think that flexbox is the right way to do this because it's like we do like the point of a flexbox is to have like the centered thing. I think that we should like scrap this idea and go position, and it's gonna be like.
Okay, so you made the body position relative, and it has 1,000 pixel and height width.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah.
What are?
Not sure. Like let's just do 100 pixels and 100.
100% then.
Yeah.
Height and width.
And then left like it's gonna be left like let's just call it like minus 50% perhaps. And top minus 50%. I'm not sure.
You want to center it at the top left, around the top left corner now.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. I'm really just playing around, to be honest. And let's just call this width, and let's set the width to 100% and the height to 100%. See what happens.
Yes.
Okay.
So now it's centered around 0, 0 in the viewport coordinate system. Can you now do with 200%?
200%. Refreshing.
Yes.
Oh, now it is like what we want, right?
Yes.
So if we do 300, it's gonna be a little off, I suppose. But then, like, we do minus 100. Is that correct?
150.
150. Yeah. Then
Well, to get it to be around the top left
not quite right.
point. But you want to have it around 50-50.
What is?
I think you want. Let me.
All right.
So 50% in,
Yeah.
and then top 50% down.
Oh. No.
Let's just try it. It's minus 100, minus 100.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
that works.
that's correct.
So why
Yes,
does
we
that
have
work?
to adapt the width and the top leftness to. We have a separate coordinate system that we have to account for. Okay, but it works. We will make it work. It's fine.
Okay. So,
What happens when you open up that window? Like, make it bigger,
Yeah, because this is
the browser.
exactly this is perhaps like. Oh, it seems like
It works.
Yeah, it does work.
Yes, it works. Okay,
This
finally.
is success. So yeah. We're doing well. We're doing.
This is progress.
Like
you know, we won't finish anything.
Like one. This is what one. If one data engineer and one software engineer tries to do CSS, just.
Oh god, this.
Okay. So can we?
Well, if you're watching this and you've come this far and have not given up, I urge you to write a comment and suggest what would you have done instead. Like, what would be the correct way of centering an SVG in the viewport with CSS?
So we want to animate the width from 300 to 100 perhaps, or like
No, 25.
25.
Something like that.
And we want to do the same with the height.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens when I do this.
You know that I will keep whatever gets animated will be the next animation until we fix this.
Yeah. All right. So whoops, it just. Whee!
Okay, so we shall have to account for the positioning. So if the width is 25%, we want to have it.
Yeah. Let's actually figure that out first. I'll disable the animation. You type and I'll refresh.
So now we have the new initial state,
Yeah.
like that. And I think that left should be 50 plus 12.5%.
Yeah.
That's my hunch.
So we're here.
Not quite. 12.5%. Let's just see the refresh, please.
All right.
Okay, refresh. No. What is that? 47.5. Refresh.
Yeah, you're fresh.
Okay, it didn't do much. Wait. What happens now? 25.
Yeah.
25 plus 12.
God.
Here we have it.
Yeah,
30.
I believe in this.
37.5 and then 37. I would really like to use CSS variables, but we're not doing that. That's too advanced for us.
Yes, there we go. There we go. Okay, so this is our target.
Yeah.
So I'll paste that in here in the 2.
Yeah.
And I'll enable the animation. See where we go. Sort of. Yeah, but you know, we have no position here, so that makes total sense.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So before we destroyed this. Oh, no, okay. I should not have done that at all. Fuck.
What happened?
No, I just started. I tried to Control Z back to your state, but like you had done like 100 changes, so everything went to hell. But I think we kind of remember it. Hang on, height 300%, and
top 100.
Exactly. Top.
And left 100.
What was it? Minus 100.
Oh yeah, minus.
And left 100. Was it like that?
No, minus.
Minus 100 as well. Okay, let's see.
I think. No.
Oh! Done!
Can we do it? Okay, can we refresh? Let me see that again.
Yeah. Look how beautiful. That's
Can we do it
not
instead of doing it linearly?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't feel right.
No.
We want to have something else. What are the other options?
Yes. Oh, it actually auto-completes. That's pretty cool.
That's better.
I think you can make custom ones.
Yeah, I think that will be a different episode.
No, let's do it. Does this break if I do it and...
Yeah, full screen it.
No, I like it actually. Like, this is not as hacky as I thought it would be. Like,
Oh.
the animation is kind of like not... Is this hardware accelerated? Like, it might be that my computer is... Let me send you... Like, is it smooth on your
because
computer?
you're screen recording and everything.
I'm screen recording and I'm also encoding to your... Like, my computer is like...
I have the file here. I
Yeah,
can just copy it.
It's true.
Well, it's pretty fast.
Alright, nice.
What did we learn?
Considering that we started with no knowledge at all about how to do animations like this, I've literally never done this.
No, me neither.
I think that this was surprisingly useful. Like, this was an hour. And
Yeah.
I think that learning a new animation software would not have been all that much. Like, that would require a lot of time as well. I think that this could be used for like doing simple, small animations like this.
Thank you for watching. Please hit thumbs up and all that stuff, and subscribe if you haven't already. And write in comments what you want us to. How can we evolve this project? What can we improve on? I'm sure there are improvements to our methodology, both in the process of coding, but also in how we actually solve this problem.
Yeah, basically.
Please write that in the comments.
Exactly. Basically, write very elaborately. What did we do wrong?
Apart from the ID class mistake.
Yeah, wow. That, like, Jesus Christ, what a sidestep. But it was kind of like two errors intermingled. Because the HTML thing, in order to, when I moved things from the HTML tag, I moved into another mistake domain, which I didn't notice. So it's kind of like, that's like actually a common developer thing where like, it's actually two errors that are happening at the same time, and that's really hard to see sometimes.
It wasn't a failure. I thought it was a failure at around a couple of minutes in, but now we see that we have a result, and that was great. Thank you for watching. This is DevTips with MPJ and David. See you in the next video.
Bye!
Choo-hoo. And remember, if you feel like it's time to learn some computer sciencey things like big O notation or binary trees, go check out brilliant.org/devtips.